Toto Wolff has a new nickname, the boy who cried wolf. The Mercedes team boss has been putting his media training to good use, covering up his team's sorry state in recent interviews. In front of the media, he keeps on insisting that everything is under control, but Frederick Vasseur, pilfering Lewis Hamilton and now two more of his most vital team members, says otherwise. Might as well paint the Ferraris silver next year because they look more like Mercedes than Mercedes does right now. Ferrari has officially announced the arrival of two heavyweights, Loic Serra and Jerome D'Ambrosio, who are making the daring leap from Mercedes. The whispers of their switch from Brackley to Maranello have been going around, and now it's confirmed. They're setting the stage for a shock reunion with none other than Lewis Hamilton when he zooms into Ferrari's ranks in 2025. The Ferrari pit crew is about to get a Brackley-style boost as Loic Serra, the former performance director at Mercedes, gears up to join the prancing horse stable. Starting October 1st, Serra will take the wheel as Ferrari's head of chassis performance engineering, reporting directly to technical chief Enrico Cardile. And just Loic Serra, former F1 ace Jerome D'Ambrosio, is trading in his Mercedes silver for Ferrari red. D'Ambrosio is set to start his thrilling new role as deputy team principal to Fred Vasseur at Ferrari on October 1st, the same day Serra is set to start. This move marks the end of his tenure as driver development director at Brackley. D'Ambrosio's strategic acumen made him a key player in Mercedes, and now he's set to bring his magic to Ferrari's lineup. Despite being a pivotal part of Toto Wolff's succession plan and a familiar face by the Austrian side in the pit garage, D'Ambrosio is making an audacious move to Ferrari. This means that Toto is not just on the hunt for a new star driver, he's also looking for a new next in line to his throne as team boss. For Mercedes, and especially for Toto, Jerome D'Ambrosio's departure is without question a huge blow. This adds to the mounting challenges the team has faced since the new technical regulations came into play in 2022. Once the undisputed champions with 8 consecutive constructors' titles, the Brackley-based squad is now grappling with a historically horrible start to a season in 2024. With key figures leaving and performance struggles, they are navigating uncharted territory in their quest to reclaim glory. Mercedes is enduring its worst start to an F1 season in over a decade, with Lewis Hamilton and George Russell scoring just 64 points in the first 6 rounds. Not since 2012 has the Brackley team struggled this much at the outset. Adding to their woes, this year's comparison is even more obvious since 2012 was before the introduction of the fastest lap point and sprint weekends. Back then, there were 36 fewer points available compared to the current 2024 season. Each team could earn a maximum of 15 points from the 2 sprints held so far, along with the potential 6 fastest lap points. This shift in point distribution highlights the evolving dynamics of Formula One, adding to the challenges faced by teams like Mercedes as they navigate through the competitive landscape. Mercedes has faced challenges adapting to the contemporary ground effects in F1. After a dominant run from 2014 to 2021, the team has only secured 1 Grand Prix victory since the new regulations came into play in 2022. Struggling to find their footing, the 8-time Constructors' champions are starting to mirror their performance from the earlier 2010 to 2013 era. Mercedes is gearing up to unveil the second phase of an upgrade package for its challenging 2024 Formula One car at the upcoming Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. The team accelerated the introduction of the initial part to make it available for the previous race in Miami. Despite the larger upgrade utilised by its customer team McLaren, which led to victory in Miami, Mercedes's revised car faced challenges. It struggled to advance beyond Q2 in sprint qualifying and managed a 6th-place finish for Lewis Hamilton in the Grand Prix. This placed the Mercedes on the 4th row of the grid, highlighting the ongoing hurdles the team is working through as they strive to improve their performance in a fiercely competitive field. Andrew Shovlin, Mercedes trackside engineering director, described the Miami package as a step forward, although it was overshadowed by broader issues with the car and the rapid pace of development among their competitors. He said in the team's post-race debrief, "Did it work as expected? Yes, it all looks like it is delivering the performance that we were hoping for from the floor. The issue at the moment is everyone else is developing their cars, so you saw McLaren with a big package and they look to have moved forward, and also the handling issues that the drivers are having to battle with are making it hard to really see all that performance as a straight sort of step forward. What we tend to find is that the car from session to session can behave quite differently, and until we get on top of that, We are always going to blunt the benefit that we can get from these type of updates. But after the last few races, we have got now a very clear idea of what we need to do to the car to get it handling a bit more easily for the drivers, making sure it goes where they want it to go when they are on those important qualifying laps. At the end of the Miami weekend, Toto Wolff expressed confidence that Mercedes had a clear understanding of how to address their car's challenges. He emphasized that it was simply a matter of production time to bring all the necessary parts together. Andrew Chauvelin further elaborated on this, mentioning a good sort of thread of updates for the next 3 or 4 races. We understand much more what is needed to get the car in a better place, because it's so clear now what it does, and why we struggle, and where we struggle, said Itchy. In Formula 1, you can accelerate development and produce the beats and we're flat out. The design office is all in. The production operations are flat out. The rest have been doing a good job. All of the factories are really in 6th gear in order to bring stuff to the car that we believe can be very helpful. Toto Wolff seems to be convinced that Mercedes' deep understanding of their challenges is a shift in the right direction. He specifically highlighted low-speed performance as the primary remaining issue. When asked what the main limitations were on their car, he said, "It's been a painful learning curve, and it's still not satisfactory. But the situation is more encouraging now. The car's not bouncing anymore, which is good. It was really bad the last few years. The car is very strong at high speed. The ride is better, although not on the level of the other ones. The car just doesn't turn at low speed. And you don't want to have a car that is good in low speed or high speed. You need the two of them. And that's why it points us in some of the right directions." What do you think? Is Mercedes on its way to becoming a bottom barrel team? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell for the hottest F1 news.